Good morning. Welcome in, my junkers. All right, guys. So, today is Junk Journal Jamboree Saturday. Hi, Faith Filled. Hi, Goose and Ophelia. It is very early in California. I actually live in California, so it is 5:02 a.m. If you can't hear me, let me know. I'm talking with a quiet voice since it's still dark outside and the kids are asleep. But let me get the giveaway going and then we can talk a little bit more. All right. Okay, so the first giveaway is actually my favorite coffee because I couldn't do this without the coffee that my hubby makes for me. And I figured, you know what? Let me go ahead and share it. It's always been popular in my kids' fashion shows. And then I did snack shows for a while. I haven't been doing as much lately, but uh, go ahead and enter to win some Don Francisco's coffee. If you're not a coffee drinker, then you can do. Coffee dyed paper and it will smell really good. But trust me, you're going to love it. It is so yummy and it smells so good. So coffee is what we're starting with as this morning's giveaway. And then I know the theme is the great outdoors, but I thought we would maybe kind of take a little bit of a road trip. And I'm going to come back to this atlas and see if anybody needs any vintage states or country prints, because I think going on a road trip and exploring the great outdoors is a nice combination of the theme. So, how are you guys doing? Faithfield, I'm looking forward to your show. Where are you? Are you on the East Coast where it's somewhat reasonable time, or are you Midwest or West Coast like I am? And then I'll go ahead and get some of the first auction items going. We'll do a little talking, we'll do a little crafting this morning. So, let's start with some vintage stamps. So, like I said, I wanted to. Oh, and then this one is the cute. This is going to be the buyer's appreciation giveaway. It's a little adventurer flag pendant, and then the card. Unfortunately, the card got a little dirty. I grabbed this one out of the bins, but it's super cute. So that one is the buyer's appreciation. Oh my goodness, you wake up at 2:30 a.m. and Faithfield is East Tennessee, so it is early for them as well. Papergoy, why on earth are you getting up so early? All right, let's start with some stamps. So I bought a huge lot of stamps that my daughter and I have been sorting, and these are super cute. Little as we start to think about 4th of July and traveling and exploring the great outdoors. This is going to be the first little bunch of stamps. If anybody would like some Americana vintage stamps, this most of my starts are just going to be dollar starts this morning, guys. I'm keeping it real. I'm not at my best at 5 in the morning, but it was the last slot available, and I am thankful for Abstractory and all that she does to organize these junk journal shows. So here's the first one. Let's Celebrate America Vintage Stamp Assortment. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Lady Liberty, a couple of our presidents, and some monuments and flags. Someone has to wake the roosters. All right, so I'm gonna keep these. And is anybody doing a 4th of July junk journal? I haven't seen that as much. Like the holidays, usually Valentine's Day and uh, Halloween. I feel like those are the two big ones. And then let's see. Next one is, this is a great one, you guys. This is a really good way to wake up. Let's go birding. I was going to do let's go birding, let's go fishing, let's go biking, trying to keep with the theme, but I only got a few of them started. This is a field guide to North American birds. These are great for fussy cuts. Great for fussy cuts. But they're also really great guides. Let's see what the date is on this one. Obviously, the older the better for us junk journalists, but if you're going to actually use it as a guide, 1994. So the quality of the images is really great. And then there are different techniques that you can use to take the shine off of these, including, a lot of people like a more matte finish, but I find these all the time, you guys. Usually I pay $1 for them. So this is a way of just kind of saying good morning, welcome in. And if anybody needs a bird guide to fussy cut and create some bird images, we're just going to start it at $1. It's really just the shipping that you pay for this one. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in, guys. Thanks for getting up early with me. I've got the Audubon Society Field Guide to North American Birds. These are great for fussy cuts, all kinds of ducks and loons and pigeons and waterfowl and songbirds as well. My daughter has a couple of these that she's already started to cut out, but this one is still in great condition. And Ophelia, you got some discounted shipping, so I hope that you'll see something that you like. And in the meantime, I'm happy to send you some of our favorite coffee to help you get your mornings started. Congrats, congrats. And let's take a look at a couple of the napkins that I set aside. Okay, so let's pick some wildflowers. I know how much you guys enjoy decoupaging with the different napkins. I'm going to start with the biggest one. So I've got 3 packets of these. You can see they were 25% off. I couldn't help myself. Here's, I think this is not the luncheon size. Maybe that is the luncheon size, because here's the beverage size, right? And then this is an open pack. So let's start with the largest ones first. These are great for decoupage or to add to your junk journals. Dollar start for an entire pack, and this pack has 20 triple ply. These are 3 ply. So if you save the blanks, then you've got 60 napkins, 20 printed and 20 of them plus another 40 that are paper. All right, starting that now. Junks and stuffs. So I have the shipping set to $8 max, so it will automatically bundle. But otherwise, if you see something, tell me what you were thinking you wanted to bundle, um, and we can try and do that. Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining. Welcome in. People are slowly rising, and it looks like Licious is going to go ahead and grab this first one. Awesome pickup. Good for you. Okay. Glad that we got things rolling. Okay. Here's the next one, guys. Same napkins in the smaller beverage size. And I believe there's 20 in this pack as well. 20. Yep. Okay. So there you go. Switch it to 15 seconds on the clock. Dollar start. You're welcome. And hang around, or make sure you come back for that buyer's appreciation giveaway at the end. Paper, I still can't believe that you get up at 2:30 in the morning every day. I struggle. I'm not much of a morning person. All right, we'll come back to some of these. Okay, if anybody wants to revisit those napkins, we can. And then I've got some really cute tags. So these, let's see if we can find them. Okay, let's get into some of the tags, and then I'm going to show you the different signatures that I started. Okay. Still shaking the dust off a little bit. So these are the metal stencil tags. These are coming up next, so I'll set those off to the side. Okay, so I found these, and I thought these would be great to add to a junk journal. We've got 3 different letters. It might have said grow at one point. I don't know. I think this was a bins find. So let's start with the letter R. If anybody needs the letter R to add to their junk journal, 15 seconds, dollar start, letter R. And then by request, I will run either O or G, but no need to sit through them if there's no interest in these. Do, do, do. If you guys are part of the raid train today, go ahead and put a train emoji in the chat. I know that Faith Filled Treasures is where we're headed next. She's modding for me. Thank you. And then same, these are this, I believe it, I'm pretty sure it says Happy New Year, but you can see that it's all jumbled up. And isn't this fun junk? This is gorgeous junk. Okay, so if anybody needs one of these letters and would like to add it to one or more of these letters and would like to add it to your junk journal, let me know. Oh, there's an S in there. I thought it said Happy New Year, but then look, now it has an S. Okay, what do we think it says if it's got the S? I don't know. Does anybody need a letter E? So yeah, I'm not going to go through and untangle all of this right now. But for those of you that maybe are wondering what's going on today, the Junk Journal Jamboree is a wonderful monthly raid train that Abstractory, Faith-Filled if you'll tag Abstractory, everybody should be following her, that Abstractory organizes. And it always has a theme. This month's theme is the great outdoors, and I'll show you some of the signatures that I created that embrace that theme. Some of the stuff at the beginning here is mostly just kind of good for any journal. Um, do, do, do. Faith-Filled Treasure paper and oh yay! Using those mod skills. Appreciate that. All right, I'm going to start with the letter E, and then I can catch up on the chat a little bit. So here's metal letter E, and you can obviously string it onto your journal if you like. I like these big chunky letters and just the idea of repurposing true junk, okay? I don't use a lot of printables. I've started experimenting with printing images, but not necessarily buying printables because I really embrace the idea of all of the true junk. And I think I have the most fun finding the junk, which unfortunately has piled up. So I definitely need to go live more often and start sharing all of my junk with you guys. Because I have tons. So if you have an in search of ISO, if you are in search of something, dictionary pages, ledger pages, children's book pages, stickers, stamps, ink, let me know because I have a couple secret sources. All right, set of 4. This is the set of 4. So we'll come back to these two. Here are the 4. I actually sourced these. I went to an estate sale this week. I was so excited because it was an estate sale that was happening on a Wednesday, and those are kind of rare. The weekends it's harder for me to get to the estate sales. So here's 4 cute tags that either the estate sale person made or purchased herself. 4 for $1, guys, and they're nicely embellished. So they're embossed. They've been stamped. They have a little bit of glitter as well. So yeah, 4 for $1. Let's get out there and look at some birds. Good morning, guys. Licious has got a great little bundle started, so definitely add some tags. Super cute, right? Super, super cute. So I found a vintage stationery. Well, okay, so I found an older, long established, it's not a vintage, stationery store. So I guess the store itself is vintage. But it has all kinds of these tags that we look for, you guys. Ledger paper tags, travel logs, all from, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and before. And unfortunately, it is at retail regular prices. Like their prices aren't vintage prices. But I definitely can help people out with their in search ofs because the ledger paper alone, oh my gosh, I bought one. I think the pad, I went for the one that was atypical that I hadn't seen before. It was more of like an 11 by 17 vertical, or excuse me, horizontal instead of vertical. Let's do these 2 tags as well. These are super cute. Anyway, if you have some in search ofs, please, I'm going to make a note in the chat. Post your in search ofs. What are you looking for to help you complete your journals? Because I'd love to help you find it. All right, so these 2 tags right here, let me show. This one is just a plain cornered edges and cute little ribbon, but this one has a little bit more embellishment and this one's a little bit thicker. So again, 2 for $1. Let's go birding. Let me run that one more time, show them up a little bit closer. Do, do, do. 2 for $1. And then I'm going to pull out my signatures and we'll talk about them a little bit more. I want to know your signature styles, guys. I haven't seen any finished journal. Did anybody have a finished journal yesterday on the raid train? I was trying so hard to get ready for this one. My daughter's going to be happy that these didn't sell. I'm going to save those for her. She didn't even really get a chance to see them. Yes, check out the bin. Let me see if I can show you a couple of the things from the bin while I'm pulling out my signatures. This is going to be my grand finale. Here's a little cute peek. It's not my traditional style, so we'll come back to it because I'm still trying to figure out how best to describe it. But I think by way of introduction, these signatures would be a great way to start. But yes, there's lots of stuff in the bins. I didn't photograph all of it, so you have to ask if you'd like to see. Small complete ones. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to know. I wonder if Abstractory has a calendar like that she can maybe share with the different themes so that we can think ahead. Because I can never quite finish um, a journal. I mean, obviously a small one I maybe could, but all right. Let me go ahead and add these signatures. I was making sure that they each were 20-page signatures. And they are unbound. They just have the binder clip. And then we can talk about signatures a little bit. And I am just going to do dollar starts this morning, you guys. I really just want to craft a little bit. I'm happy to have spent the day yesterday putting final touches on these enough to be able to share them with you, but they are not completed journals. And I have so many different papers. All right, let's look at this first one together. I'm going to slide the others off to the side. Okay. Faith-filled is going to keep me on time because she starts after I do. The color's a little bit more yellow-green this morning just because I don't have all the lights on. And there are, I think I have 15 of these all together, different styles. All right. So the inspiration behind these little journals, these little signatures, was obviously the outdoor theme. But then I had this scrapbook paper that I had sourced, and I don't usually like scrapbook paper too much. When I buy the pads, I'm really looking for the ones that have almost like the texture. I like the ones that are plain with texture. For sure. So if I see them and they're a great price, I'll buy them. And then I end up with a lot of papers that I don't necessarily love, but they're still super cute. So if you'd like to get one of these signatures, it's really just for you to source some of the papers on the inside, or if you wanted to bind it with elastic and use it, or sew it, you could. For now, I've just got a binder clip, paper clip that I will send with you, and these little clips alone are super expensive. So let's do a little walkthrough of this first one, and then you'll see that there are 3 others, and I think it's fun to go through them and see what I've sourced, and I just love talking about them. So I'm gonna do a full minute auction on this first one, and they are each 20 sheets of paper, and so 20 sheets of paper. This way I can time myself and see how long it takes me to kind of flip through this. 20 sheets of paper when you do front and back. So here's one sheet of paper. You'll see you get cute little paper clips too. One sheet of paper is actually 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because if you flip through a book, one more time, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you flip through a book, you'll see the pages are numbered front and back. And when you create a signature sets inside the book or inside the journal, the pages are folded in half. So 20 is actually 20 times 2 is 40, and then times another 2 is, I think, 80 if you go front to back, right? Did I do that math right? All right, so this one obviously has a little bit more of a camping, outdoorsy theme, and there's some cute little winter pages, or excuse me, mountain pages in there as well. First two pages are scrapbook paper. This one is a little bit thicker. It still has some residue here. And let me work on this helps me practice my camera angles, guys, because I haven't done any YouTube videos yet. Are any of you guys doing YouTube videos? If so, tag yourself in the comments so that I can follow you and others can as well, because I love listening to other junk journalers on YouTube when I'm sorting and crafting. And so I've got these great vintage textbooks that I sourced that you see have these pages that kind of show like a camping trip here. And then I have a bunch of USA books. So this is actually the index, another scrapbook paper. This one is green. I'm not sure if it's coming through, but it's unique in that it's green paper with green printing. Here's a map that I took apart, and the map is, I think it was a map of Montana. So this is a cute, I love it, because I usually sell in the kids area, and I was oh yay, Emily, because I was a teacher for a long time. I used to teach middle school, but I always source kids stuff as well. And so I love that this one has Nicholas's name here. So she can take all of these pages, and I'll flip through the next one. This one is one of my favorites because it's got the barbecue. Oh my gosh, I love, there's the watermelon, all of these different pages. There's some vintage pages of notebook paper. Okay, are great. And then Daniel Boone right there in the center. Isn't that cute? Isn't that super cute? When I'm watching junk journal shows, I feel like my style, if I were to do one from beginning to end, I still haven't finished one. If I were to do one from beginning to end, I really, not quite shabby chic, because I like lace, but I don't like all of the lace and the pink and the roses, but I definitely like kind of vintage without grunge. I'm still trying to figure out how to best describe the style. All right, Emily, thank you. That one is coming home to you. All right, here's the next one. And again, guys, you don't have to keep these together. I actually kind of like this style of selling them. I might continue it. You know, ideally, I would have turned each of these into one with all the different pockets and such and tags. Life just, gets in the way sometimes. So I'm okay with just doing the signatures. I really, really enjoy sourcing the books, tearing them apart, and then putting these signatures together. So this next one has a little bit more of a fishing theme. There's a little bit more blue running throughout. Definitely the scrapbook paper kind of helps to set the scene here. So let's flip through this one a little bit more. So there's that cute fishing page. Bob Book's page, a little experimenting with coffee dye on one of my kids actually wrote, what does the boat do when he is sick? He goes to the dock. Some cursive writing, more scrapbook paper, flounder page there. This one is, oh, I love how crispy that one is. That's World Monuments. A little bit more fish, green coloring page with fish, some boats, fish, and there's tissue paper, there's cardstock, and recipe cards, fish, sole, and peppers. And many of the pages that you see today came from this California textbook, Our Beautiful Land. I've managed to find 2 in the series so far, Exploring Along Lakes and Rivers and Exploring Forests and Mountains. Emily's going to take this one home too, and look at that pretty center signature. I kind of made these so that they're kid-friendly as well, guys. So my son loves to play with the stuff he's 7, and he has a shorter attention span when it comes to most things, but especially like sitting and crafting for a long time. But that's why junk journaling is so fun, because you can leave it unfinished and come back to it. Thanks for bidding that one up a little bit, you guys. All right, here's the next one. And this one is critters. Okay, so this is outdoor themed, but like outdoor critters. Okay, and let me go ahead and switch it to 2 minutes. Keep an eye on the clock. We're about halfway there. Welcome in, guys. Thank you, Faith-Filled, for modding for me. All right, so here's the next one. These are adorable little hedgehogs, and then a nicer piece of cardstock there. These are a couple kiddos looking in the grass. Oops, let me scooch it over. And then I love this centipede on this vintage book page. Okay, a little bit more. Normally I would cover some of these things up or not use these pages, but I took one of my kids' old composition books and was experimenting with coffee dyeing, and so I kind of left it. I think it's cute. It adds to it. There's the mountain goats from that book. My little guy is Lucas, and so here's one of those envelopes that homework and progress reports come home in. This one actually has a vintage worksheet as well, a piece of wrapping paper, older graph paper, meteorology from an encyclopedia, more scrapbook paper, and then G is for grasshopper, ladybug, moth, butterfly, a microscope. I love the under the microscope pictures. Again, there's the frog and grasshopper again. And then this is really cute with this kind of outdoor looking through the grass. So there definitely was a theme to some of these. Wow, that one went all the way up to 7. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me show you one more time in here. I I want somebody to experiment with one of these letters. So I'm going to put O for the outdoors and add that to this. Okay? O for the outdoors. And embracing themes that I never would have really thought to do an outdoor journal. But like I said, I love that Abstractory comes up with themes that challenge me to think outside of my little box, because I have a pretty small junk journaling box in terms of what I think I like. But this forces me to think a little bit more. Yay, Emily. Oh, back and forth just a little bit more. Wow, you guys, thank you. Thank you for getting up early with me this morning and embracing this love of junk journaling. And I've got one more of these signatures coming up next. And if there's anything that you want to see in the bin, Emily, I wrote your name down before the time was even up because I had a feeling you maybe would add that one. And all of these will look cute together in one large junk journal. That really was the idea. I just didn't get to it. So why can't we buy, things in progress? And I take no offense if you tear all of this apart and all you want is the ledger paper. It's now yours. So do with it as you choose. But thank you for inspiring me to keep going and doing these signatures, because this is probably my favorite thing to do. Thank you, Faithful. I love that positive feedback, you guys, because I really do enjoy sourcing all of this stuff, and I have so many great honey holes, they call them, right? All right, let's do it again. 2 minutes, starting at $1. And this one has a little bit more of like a mountains theme to it. So there you've got the first piece of scrapbook paper. Oh, and I showed briefly, all of them do come with these cute little decorative paper clips and the binder clip as well. Okay, and then this one is a really nice, it's almost like embossed. I have the embossing on the inside. I probably could see, look guys, you can, that's a great thing. Oh yeah, see, there's the price tag on it still. This is Starburst Translucent Light Green. If it comes up easily, I'll take it off. Yeah, it comes up. I'm going to leave it there because then if you really like that, sometimes you can look for more of that paper. That's a gorgeous piece of paper, you guys. All right, and then another kid's book. Okay, so this one, gorgeous paper. Kids book here, the countryside there. And then this is another page from the textbook. This one is in French, I think. Un guagua encontró. No, it's Spanish. Y le ofreció su pan. My Spanish isn't great this morning. Wonders of Nature. I do like the title pages out of books. Here's another writing page, but it's cursive. Let me show you that up close. I definitely need to work on my camera angle a little bit. And here is, look at how, I didn't ink stain any of these. This is the original vintage stain. This reminded me of like a cabin in the woods, zucchini salad and potato salad. Like if you went camping, I felt like that recipe would be a good one. Gorgeous birds, gorgeous, but too intricate for me to fussy cut. Ooh, I saw a machine on a YouTube video that fussy cuts. It's only a few $100s, but man, if I do enough shows, maybe. And then an old invoice. That Wonders of America page, definitely crispy and vintage there. This one is a thicker cardstock. There's that, imitate, this one's upside down, but that's okay. This is the title of the book, Imitation of Jung. Um, and I love the green and the green print on that one. Very outdoorsy feel. The topic is not. Emily won this one too. Let's see. There is zebra there, more writing, more. And look, there's that great inside page. So Emily, definitely tag me if you end up putting it together more and showing it off and or selling it in your junk journal show. But thank you so much. Thank you for grabbing those journals. Let me put this doily up there. This is one of my favorites that I've sourced so far. I have dozens and dozens and dozens of them, but this one really stood out, mostly because of its size. Where's my... Mhm. This is a tiny ruler, guys. This ruler is only a 6-inch ruler, so you can see it's more than a foot long. Okay, and it's super thick. Somebody needs to give this one a good home. And let's see, where do I have it? I must have misspelled it. Does doily have one L or two? There it is. Running this for $1, guys, which is a steal of a deal, dropping it back down to 15 seconds. For those of you that have started a bundle, want to make sure you have a couple other pieces that you can add to your junk journals. This is so pretty. This is one of the ones that was actually, it was hanging on a hanger with the linens, and I grabbed that this week. And I have a small hoard, so I'm happy to share the ones that I have. Licious, yay! I'm glad that you grabbed that one and added that to your stash. Here's some of the pages, guys, that you saw. Okay, so this is Exploring Lakes and Rivers, and this is what is left. I used more of the mountains ones. So let me find these pages, and I'll flip through them. So children's book pages, we're definitely going on an adventure. So this one is the larger of the two. There's like 4 dozen or more pages in here. I didn't count them all. I took some pages out. I'll do this one for a minute, 30 seconds. Dollar start for everything today. So Exploring Lakes and Rivers, I'm pretty sure these were California textbooks, and right now I'm forgetting what it's called when you just have the 1 or 2 colors. Most of the pages are just black and white with a single color. There are a few pages that are multicolored, but you can see very vintage, lots of kids pictures. Here's a couple. There's one like this, inside the pilot house, and you'll see I tore some pages out. So obviously this was a bear, let me tell you. Trying to get these books apart, these textbooks were built to last. I don't have the copyright. Maybe I do. 1969. 1969, and these are the toughest ones to get apart. But I'm glad that you're taking that home. I'll put a binder clip on it as well, and that'd be great for creating tucks, tags to put into tucks and such. And then here, this one is 2 dozen pages. I did kind of flip through and count. There's like, I think there's 30 altogether, 28, 30. And this one is from the other book. I tore 2 of the books apart to create those signatures. And so this is the guts that's left. There's still plenty of great stuff here. Oh my gosh, look at that cute little chipmunk. Okay. This one, I believe, had there's a lot of Native American imagery in here. It's fun to read these as well. I'm glad to see there's a little diversity still in them. So many of the kids' books are just, there's that bear. Okay. Lots of cowboy and Indian type themes in this one. And it looks like Licious is going to take that one. So let me add that to your pile. You guys have got some great bundles going. Great bundles going. Yay. Okay. These are great for tags, you guys. And I saw somebody else had these in their show, and I was like, oh, I've got tons of those. That's great. Let me quick add those. So these are hiking suggestions for Los Angeles. And they've got a map on the back. They're nice and thick, good quality, like a flashcard. And so these would be great to add to any of those. 4 for $1. These are the first 4. maps on the back, like I said, and then little walks that you could do if you were here in Los Angeles. But otherwise, they make really good tags. All right, we'll do a no-go on those. That's okay. Save that for another show. This is the buyer's appreciation giveaway. If there's anything in the buy now that you want to see because I didn't photograph it, which makes it harder. Let me show you the greeting cards because I sourced those this week. I pulled out all the Valentine's Day ones that I wanted, but these are a few of the ones that were left. Some of them are odd, some of them are great. 15 seconds on the clock. Dollar start for this whole pile, guys, of vintage greeting cards. So they are inscribed. Okay, these came from that estate sale. Godchild, birthday godchild. That one has got another birthday. These are from like 60s, 70s, and 80s. Communion. There you go. Simbeck. It'll be a nice little, you better watch out at Easter. Some of these are hilarious. But just, even if you don't love the image, just the vintage edging on these cards, like even if you backed that with scrapbook paper, both of these sides, with love, Grouchy. I love that. Like, 1963, somebody named Grouchy sent that Easter card. Cracks me up. I have a definite love for all things vintage. Vintage paper I'm a sucker for. So, Simbeck, that is coming home to you. And that same estate sale, remember it looked like she was a scrapbooker. And she seemed to like Mary Englebright. I don't know if anybody else does or just wants. Let me run this one as an auction. I'm going to lower the price to $1, guys. Okay, and it's got one of the magnetic notepads. And then these are 3 cards and 3 envelopes. It's a very distinct style. Not necessarily my style, but I definitely could embrace the idea of using some of these die cuts like Alice in Wonderland. All of these teapots are great for Alice in Wonderland. Time for tea. Licious is going to add those to her bundle. Thank you, thank you. And here's 3 brand new in package Christmas tags, guys. $2 start on that one. Okay, Licious is going to add those. These are so cute because they're 3-dimensional. I love them. I love them, but I have too much stuff, so I'm happy to share. Like I said, I got a huge box of scrapbooking stuff at this estate sale, and so I just pulled out a few of the things that I didn't think I would craft with this year. You know, if I'm not going to get to it before the end of the year, then it's going to go into a show. Awesome. All right. And then this one is my pride and joy. I did this one all last Saturday and then a little bit of Sunday. This one is a folio, and it's not even in the show yet because I was still putting finishing touches on it like 2 o'clock in the morning this morning. So I'm going to call it a road trip folio, and handcrafted with love. Yes, I do have to. That is my boundary. If I'm not going to craft with it this year, then it's in the okay, I'll sell it pile. But that I have to have a willing buyer too. So, quick sip of cold coffee. All right, this one is handcrafted with love. I am gonna do $1 start. It would hurt my heart if it went for $1, but I trust you guys. Okay, and I'm gonna lower the shipping on it. If anybody wants to jump in there, and I'm gonna have fun these last 20 minutes going through this, and then I'll do the buyer's appreciation giveaway. I'll try to take a look at the comments as well if there's something that you want to see. But mostly I'm just super thankful that everybody's here. Oh, let's see. Where did I put it? I'm proud of myself for getting up this early, you guys. 5 a.m. That takes dedication to one's craft, right? Am I right? All right, I'm going to do this one for the full 2 minutes. We'll see where it goes. Okay, again, this is not what I would consider my junk journal style, but I'm so thankful to Abstractory for organizing this raid train. And I hate throwing anything away. That's the best thing about junk journaling is that we don't throw anything away. We repurpose scraps. So when I bought scrapbook paper, and it had all of these really bright, colorful ones in it, I thought, I don't know if I'm going to use that. But then I loved this. I loved this idea. So I followed a tutorial on YouTube and I took 2 file folders. I have dozens and dozens of file folders. So I liked this idea of being able to complete a product that is a journal, but in a folio format. So you'll get all of these fun paper clips to add your own stuff. This is the cover. If I were to change it, I would change it so that it opens to the left instead of opening to the right, but I'm okay with it. I love doing collage. So there's a lot of collage here on the corner from book pages, and this is where game pieces come in. Do you guys like game pieces? Because they can be hard to include in a more grungy journal or shabby chic journal, but in the playful ones, whether this one could be for a kid, or I was thinking about that mom that is trying to organize the family road trip. So I love the decorative edge there. I feel like, you could put some of your receipts here. This card is actually glued down for journaling, and opening it up on the inside, I took some orange. I have these orange file folders. They're the hanging ones, and I love that color. So I included some of the scrapbook paper and children's kids papers, book papers, to create a journaling card there, and it can go in lots of different places. This is a fold out map, and again, I don't love stickers. Not very many people use stickers in their junk journals, but because this one was so bright and colorful, and I was already having fun with all of the different um, Monopoly pieces and other game pieces, I found these stickers. They were different pages: red, yellow, green, and blue. And so put some stickers on. This is that map that you saw earlier. It was a huge map. There's some vintage writing paper, reminded me of teaching, and an apple. So last night I was adding just a few of these stickers, which again I wouldn't normally do, but I'm glad to have done it. I love graph paper. And so this kind of, I feel like, does inspired writing. So whether mom wants to write, or if mom wants to hand this to a kid and say, "Hey, you know, why don't you go ahead and write in our family journal?" I love the idea of it being a family journal. Here's a nice pocket. So made the pocket. And I also really like the idea that the file folder is peeking through. Sometimes with junk journaling, we cover everything up, but I kind of like the plainness. It breaks everything up a little bit. And then these are all of the lovely things that you get to find inside. All of this is found stuff, you guys. All of it is found. And none of this stuff is purchased except for the scrapbook paper. So favorite places to visit, a little cutout, some vintage stamps turned into like a bookmark, little journaling card, grasshopper is back, categories, and I saw a canoe, a book page, I saw a cave. And then up here, I kind of thought, well, maybe they'll go to the movies. Yay, fishes! Lishes, excuse me, not fishes. Look at all these fun little pieces in here. So there's a tuck here and a little bit of journaling space there. And I thought you could maybe put movie tickets in that one. Okay, so let's close up this side, and I'm going to show you guys the rest of what she got, because I think that's the fun part. And I am streaming live on YouTube, so if anybody comes across this later, here's the other side. Look at this one. This is a thick one. Okay, so you do have to be a little bit careful with this one, but I thought I could totally see myself telling the kids, go find 3 chipmunks and then come back to me. Like, these are little tickets or little ideas of what you could have the kids do. That's a pocket made out of vintage music paper. And then this one is a recipe card. And this is a game card on top of it. I pulled all these game cards out of the bins. Okay, the recipe for this one is orange souffle. And I positively love the way when I put this back, this orange souffle peeks out of this pocket right here. Okay, so I love that it says orange souffle there. And then I've got another page from a kid's book right here, oranges. and then peachy barbecue sauce underneath. This is a double pocket. I had a little bit of trouble with this one, so it might need some reinforcing. Here's a 2013 calendar that can be used as a little memo pad. Those same stickers. Here's another little memo pad, or again, I was thinking you could take this money and give it to the kids and say, here, I'll give you $50,000 if you'll clean out the camper. Or if you walk the dog. I'm going to make more of those because I think that's fun. Okay, and all these things just tuck in. Again, the base of this is 2 file folders, and you can move all of these things around. This pocket is not quite as tight as I wanted it to be, but might be room for brochures. Almost done. Let me show you 2 more pieces that I made. So this, I think, might have come from the stationery store. This is an old budget book. I'm pretty sure I have the rest of these pages. I'm not quite sure where I sourced it, but I put a little tag on there to make it easier to pull out. But you can see it's for budgeting your auto expenses, personal care, miscellaneous. Great for journaling. And that tucks in this long side pocket here. And then here's another card for journaling, and some of them are delicate, but even if they get ripped and torn, that's okay. That's part of the shabbiness of it. That's fun. This was ripped, and so it's okay. If any of this stuff gets ripped, it's all right. It all moves around. Okay, so there you go. That's going home with you. Let me show you the back. Okay, there's a nice flat back. I like that the edge is curling there. You can put a band around it if you want, but I'm a big fan of binder clips and paper clips. And whenever I go to the bins, I source so many different clips. So I'm happy to pass those along to you. Wonderful. I'm so glad that you're taking this home. And let's go ahead and show a few more things from the bin, and I'll catch up on a few of the comments. I'm excited too. You know, I have more signatures. Let me show you guys some more signatures. I'm excited that you guys grabbed them. All right, so purple, blue, and then outdoors. Let me get these thrown at you guys. But first, let me do a quick giveaway. For anybody that hasn't purchased anything yet, but maybe wants the discounted shipping, outdoor scrapbook paper. Get a few more followers. You guys, I have this whole page. Or this whole stack here. Select a shipping profile. It's a little bit heavy, but that's okay. Here, this will take care of a good bit of your shipping. Any Western related items, working on a Western junk journal? Yes, actually, unfortunately, some of those pages, so you can see whether or not, let's see, did I start that giveaway? Let me get that giveaway started so that you guys have something to do while we're chit-chatting. Craft Owl, I'm going to write it down. There were some Western kids images, but I grew up on a horse farm, so I've been collecting horse stuff. I haven't looked at it as a Western theme, but I'll look at it with different eyes, and I'll tag you if I can put something together for you. And 10 minutes. Yep, you go ahead and go get ready, faith-filled, and we will be sure to raid you in 10 minutes. And then, all right, so this is the one that's going right now, guys. Look at these. This is hunting papers. So hunting, camouflage, fishing lures. These are great papers for someone that really embraces that outdoor theme. I know we don't do as many of the journals for the guys, okay? But somebody I hope will win this and love this and turn it into something fabulous, okay? But I'm not an outdoorsman. My husband is not. And so that one, it doesn't inspire me as much, but it definitely will inspire one of you. In the meantime, I do have just a few more of these signatures that I'd love to show you guys. And instead of flipping through all of them, I want them to go home with you. So I will do very, very quick flips. Okay. So find the auction. We're doing just dollar starts. So again, similar to those others, these are 20-page signatures, and they are unbound and unfinished. Each of them has an insect on the inside, so the cover kind of doesn't necessarily match. You maybe could even take that off and start with a solid paper. I wasn't loving the cover pages. That's part of why I didn't finish them. I also just kind of ran out of time. So this one is the Katydid, and similar, starting this one for $1, 20 sheets. It's not pages, it's 20 sheets, which I think if I did the math is actually 80 pages if you do it correctly, if you count it correctly, right? All right, so this one is the Katydid one, and they all have vintage recipe pages, vintage children's book pages, uh, and usually I try to include some older paper from paperbacks. So there's the first one. That one is the Katydid, and that one is going to Simbeck. Thank you. Here is the next one. This one, I ran out of the cover paper, so it's just got like a little band around it. But like I said, I wasn't loving the cover paper as much. This one has a butterfly on the inside. And again, combination of music paper, book pages from children's books. This one is actually in a foreign language with skies and wings. So I did try to take the theme a little bit through. So there's probably another butterfly in here somewhere. Yep, there you go. All right. Licious is going to add that one. Okay. And while I'm putting her name on that one, the next one is going to be D for Dragonfly. Okay. Sending so much fun paper home with you guys. All right, so Dragonfly is up next. Dollar starts, guys. These are just for fun. I really like tearing paper. It's therapeutic for me. There's the lizard. There should be another, oh, fish in that one. And kids' pages, old pages. Take them apart. Turn them into something else if you want. Use them as is. I love making signatures. I love making signatures. And I have a whole kitchen and living room full of paper. So, Simbeck. Sending that one home with you. 3 more of these, guys. There's 3 more of these, and the others will have to wait for another day. This one is Scorpion and Insects. So Scorpion is running next while I write Simbeck on this one. Okay. And this one is number 8. Here are a few more of the pages. So I took the same books and I took 1 page out of each book. A little bit of a mystery there, a little bit of a surprise. That one is number 8, and that one is going to Emily. She's got so many great pages coming her way. 2 more. This one will include 2 additional scrapbook strips. And let's see what our center is here. Mosquito on the back. Ooh, who won the giveaway? Ooh, Pleasant Mountain Finds. You are going to get all of the scrapbooking paper. All of that outdoorsy scrapbooking paper. This one has Ladybug on the inside. Okay, Ladybug plus all of these delicious pages. Okay, there's a cute lily pad. Lots of calligraphy. Oh, a little polar bear too. You never know. I mean, hey, they live outdoors just the same. Everybody, if you're not already following our friend Abstractory, please follow her now. And 5 minutes. Let's keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, this one is Ant. This is A for Ant, I think. Let's see. Hey, A for Ant. So, funny thing is, all of these pages actually came from an exterminator's promotional coloring book. So some of the bugs were not as friendly and they did go into the recycling bin. But I took all the cute bugs, the ant and ladybug, dragonfly, and I used them as center signatures, and then included some of my favorite papers from dictionaries and kids' books. There's a honeybee there. This is Paddington. Uh, another textbook. Ooh, this one has some texture to it. That's because it's a cover, inside cover page. So let me run that one real quick. Okay, that one is number 10. Yay, 10 signatures sold. The best part of waking up is selling signatures alongside my cup of cold coffee. My coffee's cold now. Do you guys microwave your coffee? I do. I do. All right, Emily. Nice. All right. And then I'm going to do this next. So I started this, but then I just started putting it together. These are a few of the pages that had bears on them. Okay, so a few of the kids' pages that have bears. And then this is a delicious page from one of those books that are non-rippable paper. It's the kids' books where you can't, they're chew-proof. So it's a beautiful, beautiful image. It's not 20 signature pages, but I'm going to run it underneath that if anybody needs Mama Bear for one of their journals. This is what's running right now, guys. So Emily, awesome. Going to send that home with you. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of these cards along with it. Okay. Easier for me to send them home with you than to pack them back up. Okay, because you've got a great box going. All right, and let me go ahead and get that buyer's appreciation giveaway going. Buyer's appreciation giveaway is this cute little adventurer. Here, I'm going to take the plastic off of it, guys, because you can't see it. And then I can maybe do 2 more signatures while this is running. I love that you can do both things now. Okay, look, isn't that cute? Thank you for being up with me this morning and going on this adventure. It's a little congratulations card, but doesn't that look exactly like what I was just selling? I love noticing the theme among the log cabin, the moose, the river, the trees, all of that. It is dirty on the back, but we junk journalers don't care. We just cover that up with some glue and slap it on a page. So this is the buyer's appreciation giveaway that's running right now. And these are the last 2 signatures of the day. I am going to continue working on this one. So this will be in my next show tomorrow night. I'm going to try and put a few more touches on this one and do a show tomorrow night. So first up in the final signature round, 10 seconds on the clock. Apologies if I did not see your comment. It went kind of fast here at the end. This is Country Mouse, City Mouse theme. 20 pages. Unbound, so you can tear it apart and just use the papers if you like. Or you can bind it, elastic. You can just use this cute little clip to keep it together for inspiration. 15 seconds on the clock for the purple, which includes the Country Mouse, City Mouse on the inside. This one is number 12. And 13, and then I'll draw a winner and off we go. Draw a winner and off we go. Licious, thank you. Oh my gosh, this stack is great. Okay, and then this is 13. Last one that I can do today, guys, but I can make some more for tomorrow night now that I know how much you guys love them. All right. The center image, ooh, this one's got the beautiful butterfly. Center image on this one is this funny little toys scene. Okay, last one. This one's number 13. We've done 13 signatures. Lots of those same pages, the outdoorsy adventure theme. But you can also take some of those pages out and turn it into a shabby chic journal if you wanted to, because a lot of them are just vintage. This one's got paper bag. Look at the texture. I'm a sucker for textured pages. That came from out part of a book. I think it was the inner cover of a book. All right, that one is number 13, running it as the final one. 10 seconds on the clock. At the same time, I'm going to draw the giveaway winner if I can. Look at that, 2 things at the same time. Selecting a winner. Licious! Yay, look at that. You win this, and then Simbeck, you win this, and we are all headed off to my friend Faith. Filled Treasures. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Raid and Faith. She is ready to go. Awesome timing. Yay! Thumbs up to me and thumbs up to you. Thanks so much, guys. Hopefully I can do this again tomorrow night, sometime around 7:07 or so. See you then.